Good morning, students. In last lecture, we have discussed about biotic agents of pollination and we'll revise in short. First of all, biotic agents are those in which the living agents are involved in pollination and near about 80% of the plants required to help other living or moving creatures. Okay, so in that first type of pollination is pollination by insects, that is entomophily. We have discussed this already, and examples are rose, jasmine, cestrum, etc. So, to facilitate this type of pollination, there are some adaptations in entomophilous flowers. Okay, and here there are some points which we discussed already. Okay, salvia is the well-known example of entomophilous flower. After that, second, pollination by birds, that is ornithophily. When pollination of any flower takes place by the agency of bird, then it is called as ornithophily. Also, there are some examples of ornithophilous flowers. Okay, we have discussed all these points. Then third type of pollination is pollination by bats, that is chirapterophily. And also there are some adaptations in that particular flowers like kadamba tree, baobab tree, etc. to facilitate or to encourage this process of adaptation by bats in Chirapterophilus flowers. Now, today's topic is outbreeding devices, that is contrivances. I have already introduced you about the outbreeding devices. Introduction was completed. In some plants, self-pollination is not possible because there are some problems or some barriers are there. That's why self-pollination is not possible even though that flower is bisexual. Even though there is androecium also and gynoecium is also there, but self-pollination is not possible. Hence, some external agencies for breeding is required. That is outbreeding devices, means tools. Some outbreeding the tools are there. Many plants have mechanisms that discourage or prevent self-pollination. Okay, to promote cross-pollination and increase genetic diversity, plants have evolved a wide variety of sexual strategies. Genetic diversity is an essential factor for evolution by natural selection. Continued self-pollination results in the inbreeding depression. Thus, plants have to develop some many devices to encourage cross-pollination. The examples of outbreeding devices are as follows. So before going to examples, first, what is this? To promote, as you know, self-pollination is not possible because some impossibilities are there. Some problems are there. So many plants have mechanisms that discourage. They means there will be no any happening of this self-pollination. So to promote cross pollination and increase genetic diversity, second purpose is that to increase genetic diversity. When there is cross pollination, at that time genetic diversity is increased because two different type of flowers are pollinating. Hence genetic diversity is there. So plants have evolved a wide variety of sexual strategies. Some strategies or ideas are there for sexual reproduction in angiosperms. Genetic diversity is an essential factor. Why genetic diversity is essential for evolution? You should underline this line. Genetic diversity is an essential factor for pollination by natural selection. Nature selects the fittest organism and then pollination or reproduction is possible. At that time, evolution takes place. Evolution. Okay. So genetic diversity is an essential factor for evolution also. When there will be genetic diversity, then only evolution is possible. And when there is no any genetic diversity, at that time inbreeding depression takes place. What is inbreeding depression? Depression at the cases where there is repeated self-pollination. At that time a stage comes when there is no any diversity. It is very similar organisms, no any diversity, repeatedness is there, that is called as inbreeding depression. So that varieties are not high quality varieties. Okay, so genetic diversity is an essential factor for evolution by natural selection. Nature itself selects that fit organisms for their reproduction. Continued self pollination results in inbreeding depression. Just now I told you, when there is continued repeated self pollination, at that time there is no any evolution, there is no any evolution, or no any high quality organisms are formed. Hence, that is the drawback of self pollination. Continued self pollination results in inbreeding depression. Okay, inbreeding means breeding between the same species, or self pollination inbreeding. Thus, plants have developed many devices to encourage cross pollination, and the examples are: first, unisexuality. Okay, unisexuality. In this case, the plant bears either male or female flowers. It is also called as diocism. Okay, outbreeding devices आपण पाहतोय. So first factor is unisexuality, means when that flower is having only androecium, at that time it is male flower, and when any flower is having only gynoecium, then it is the female flower. In this case, self pollination is not at all possible, because there are either only pollen grains or only stigmas are there. Okay, so that is called as unisexuality. In this case, plant bears either male flowers or female flowers. It is called as diocism. You should underline this point. As flowers are unisexual, self pollination is not possible at all. So plants may be monoecious like maize, or dioecious like mulberry and papaya. Now, what is the difference between monoecious and dioecious? Monoecious means a single plant is having some male flowers and some female flowers, while dioecious means there are two different plants. When single plant is having only male flowers, that is male plant, and another plant is there which is having only female flower, means dioecious means two separate plants. Male plant is separate, female plant is separate. That is called as dioecious. And monoecious means when single plant produces some of the male flowers and some of the female flowers. Okay, do you understand this? You should remember these examples. Monoecious plants are maize, plants like maize, and dioecious are the plants like papaya plant or mulberry plant. Here it is shown. Okay, when a papaya plant is producing fruit, this means that this flower is having ovary, that is gynoecium, means it is the female plant. Okay, next, dichogamy. In this device, anthers and stigmas mature at different times in bisexual flowers so as to prevent self-pollination. It can be further divided into two types. Dichogamy means what? Even though that flower is bisexual, but the period of their maturation, you know that anthers are matured and then they produce pollen grains. Stigmas mature, then they can receive pollen grains. Okay, so this period of their maturity is different. Sometimes anther mature first and stigma remains unmatured, or stigma becomes mature first and then after some time there is a maturation of anther and production of pollen grain. So in this case, in this device, anthers and stigmas mature at different times in bisexual flower, and when the time of their maturity is different, at that time self pollination cannot be possible. Hence, some outbreeding devices are needed. It can be further divided into two types, that is protandry and protogyny. The word itself suggests its meaning. Protandry, andry means androecium, and protogyny, gyny means gynoecium. Pro means before or first. So, what is protogyny? Sorry, what is protandry first? Protandry means in this type, androecium mature first, earlier than the gynoecium. Means before gynoecium, androecium matures. For example, disc florets of sunflower. Disc florets of sunflower. Okay. And protogyny means what? In this type, gynoecium mature first. See here, there is a gynoecium. All these are the pollen grains, and here there is the gynoecium, stigma, style, and ovary. So, in this protogyny, gynoecium mature first or earlier than the androecium. For example, gloriosa. It is shown gloriosa. Next outbreeding device is prepotency. Means what? See, pollen grains of other flowers germinate rapidly over the stigma than the pollen grains from the same flower. This means that when there is a cross pollination, at that time the rate of pollination is fast, more than the self pollination. Okay. So prepotency means pollen grains of other flowers, when the pollen grains of other flowers germinates on the stigma, at that time there is rapid pollination. Okay, rapidly over the stigma of the pollen grains from the same flower. सेम फ्लॉवर पेक्षा अदर फ्लॉवर वरनं आलेले जे काही पोलन ग्रेन आहे त्यांचं पॉलिनेशन किंवा पोलन जर्मिनेशन हे फास्ट होतं. त्याचं एक्झाम्पल ऍपल. हिअर इट इज शोन ऍपल फ्लॉवर अँड ऍपल fruits. Next, heterostyly or heteromorphy. In some plants like primula, that is primrose, there are 2 or 3 forms, types of flowers. आतापर्यंत आपण up to now we have shown 2 types of flowers, male flowers or female flower. But in some cases like primrose, there are 2 or 3 forms or types of flowers in which stigmas and anthers are placed at different levels, heterostyly or heteroanthy. This prevents the pollens from reaching the stigma and pollinating it. In heteromorphic flowers, pollen grains are produced from the anther, pollinate stigma produced at the same level. So in this case, the position of stigma and anther in the flower is at different levels. ओके, डिफरंट लेवल्स. म्हणजे कधी कधी अँथर एकदमच उंच असतात आणि स्टिग्मा खूप खाली कुठेतरी प्रोड्यूस होतात, किंवा स्टिग्मा खूप उंच आहे आणि एका लेवलला नाही येते. सो in some plants, you already understood this. Primrose, there are 2 or 3 forms or types of flowers in which stigmas and anthers placed at different levels. Heterostyly. Styly means style, stigma, style, and ovary at different levels, or heteroanthy if there is anther. This prevents the pollen grains from reaching the stigma and pollinating it. Means there are some distance in between that anther and stigma, so that they cannot reach at proper place, and pollination cannot be possible in the same flower. Hence, outbreeding devices is required. So heteromorphic flowers, pollen grains produced from anther pollinate stigma produced at same level. Next, hercogamy. What is hercogamy? The well-known example is Calotropis procera. That is रुईचा आपण म्हणतो ते. Okay. It is a mechanical device to prevent self-pollination in a bisexual flower. Means hercogamy prevents the self-pollination in even though that flower is bisexual, that is, it is having anther as well as stigma, but self-pollination is not possible. In plants, natural physical barrier is present between 2 sex organs and avoid contact of pollen with stigma of the same flower. Means their structure is somewhat different, that even though there are anthers are available, but they cannot be deposited on the stigma. Okay, natural physical barriers are there. It is present between the physical barrier is present between the 2 sex organs, and it avoids the contact of pollen with the stigma in the same flower. For example, in Calotropis, pentangular stigma is positioned above the level of anthers. Pentangular stigma is there and it is positioned above the anther. Okay, so this anther, see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this pentangular stigma is there, which cannot deposit on the anther because of their position is somewhat critical to deposit in the same stigma. Next, self-incompatibility or self-sterility. This is a genetic device due to which the germination of stigma on the germination of pollen on the stigma of the same flower is inhibited. For example, tobacco or thea. Genetic mechanism. Okay, even though there is the stigma, even though pollen grains are deposited on the stigma of the same flower, but germination cannot be done. Okay, that is called as self incompatibility or self sterility. Sterile means अप्रजननक्षम आपण त्याला म्हणतो. सेल्फ स्टरिलिटी, की जर इफ देर इज द pollen grains of the same flower are deposited on the stigma of that same flower, at that time pollination cannot be done. इट इज कॉल्ड ॲज सेल्फ इनकम्पॅटेबिलिटी. म्हणजे त्याला दुसऱ्याचाच पोलन ग्रेन त्या स्टिग्मावरती डिपॉझिट झाला पाहिजे. ओके, तरच पॉलिनेशन हे शक्य होते. So it is the genetic mechanism due to which the germination of pollen on the stigma of the same flower is inhibited, not allowed. For example, tobacco. Now, next, do you know, in all breeding programs, the plants are hand pollinated to ensure cross pollination between selected varieties. For example, wheat, rice. So the crop plants like wheat, rice, etc. hand pollination can be done. In all breeding programs, the plants are hand pollinated to ensure cross pollination. If some farmers or some horticulturalists want to do cross pollination, at that time they can pollinate that plant by their hand in between the selected varieties, and that's why there is green revolution. It is the basic information related to the green revolution is possible due to this mechanism. Okay, now next point is the pollen pistil interaction, and we'll discuss in the next lecture. Up to that, you should write notes and prepare well up to today's lectures, and you should revise all the topics. Thank you.